Girl, let me tell you something. You don't have fibromyalgia. You don't have chronic fatigue syndrome. You don't have an autoimmune disease. You don't have whatever the doctors are saying you have. You have a narcissist. There's a narcissist in your life who's draining your energy, who's
How can you be sure that you are with a narcissist? If you're in a relationship, if you're dating or you're married, how can you be sure that your partner is a narcissist? What are some things, what are some traits that you feel like you have to see in a partner that shows that this person is a narcissist? Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. What do you think that women should look out for when it comes to being with a partner that is a narcissist? I feel like there are a lot of things to look out for, and in my own head, I feel like almost all men has that trait, but not all of them will show it every time. They'll just, you know, bring it out once in a while. But there are some that it is in them 100. There are some that is in them 100. There are some that just bring it out once in a while. So I feel like almost all the men have the narcissist traits, if that makes sense. As I have interesting videos to share with you. Or these women were talking about what to identify in a man to show that yes, he's a narcissist, some behavior, some attitude, and also some things that he might do to you to show that yes, he's a narcissist. Let me write this video for you all to watch, and yeah, we'll talk about it at the end of the video.
are saying you have. You have a narcissist. There's a narcissist in your life who's draining your energy, who's sucking the life out of you. This person is causing you so much stress in your life that your cortisol levels are extremely elevated, causing all of these symptoms to manifest in your body. The disease is that you are entangled with a narcissist and you need to get that person or those people out of your life as soon as possible if you want to heal and if you want to get better. I know it's hard. He's probably brainwashed you. He's probably manipulated you. He's probably done everything to you to hurt you, to get you to rely on him, to depend on him, to make it more difficult for you to leave. But as soon as you get the chance, leave so that you can reclaim your health, you can reclaim your power, and you can start to feel better mentally, physically, emotionally. Leave that man.
Here is what your relationship is going to look like if you're truly dealing with a narcissist. A lot of times we're dealing with people who just have narcissistic tendencies, and a lot of times we're dealing with, especially women, we're dating F boys, but we think they're narcissists. But these are signs you should truly look for if you think you're dealing with a narcissist. I want you to listen really, really carefully. All right. This is what the cycle of relationship is going to look like with a narcissist. The first time you meet them, you are going to feel like this is too good to be true because they're going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. I don't care if you've been married before or dated other people before. This specific encounter is going to feel like nothing you've ever felt before. It's going to feel beautiful. You're going to feel swept off your feet. You're going to feel like you're placed on a pedestal because you are. You're going to feel loved. You're going to feel supported. You're going to feel validated. You're going to feel heard. You're going to feel seen. You're just going to feel all of the feelings that you have been praying for in every relationship you've ever been in. All right, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be so beautiful, and you and this person are going to have a lot of likes and dislikes. Everything you love, the narcissist love. Everything you like, they like. Everything you hate, they hate. All right, you are going to be the most important thing that ever happened to this narcissist. And then after a while, usually 2 to 6 months, they say, sometimes this can happen really, really fast. But within a few months, you're going to see that feeling of being on a pedestal is going to start to fade away. And then they're going to start to slowly, slowly devalue you. Once they devalue you, you are going to flip roles now. Now you're begging for love. You're begging for attention. You're begging for praises. You're begging for compliments. You're begging for all of the things that they gave you freely, overly freely. Now you're begging for even crumbs of it. So sometimes they'll come back when you complain. Sometimes they'll come back and take accountability. Sometimes they'll come back and change. Sometimes they'll come back and act a little better. Sorry about that. Sometimes they'll come back and act a little better, and then you'll be back in their good graces. But they're not 100% like they were in the start. but you're just grateful for whatever they're giving you this time. So it seems like everything is good again. You're feeling happy again. And then less than 2 days later, you're back to feeling anxious. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling like you don't know where your relationship with them stand. You're feeling like you can't talk too loud. You can't even breathe too loud. You feel like you don't understand what's going on. You feel crazy. You're being blamed for everything. If you whine, you're whining too much. If you ask for accountability, you're asking too much. You're just going to be in this constant state of fight or flight, right? Begging again for love, begging for attention, begging for the same things that they overly gave you at the start of the relationship. When you claim you want to leave, or when they see that there are changes in you to where you want to leave them, they'll suddenly change again. They'll become a better person. They'll start giving you some of the things that you ask for. They'll start loving you again, fake loving. They'll start being there for you again. Long story short, the goal is to keep you in this cycle. What I want you to remember is, once that love bombing stage is over, they'll devalue you. Once they devalue you, you will never go back to that love bombing stage. You will never go back on that pedestal. So all they're doing now is keeping you in this cycle so you don't leave them. They're keeping you in this cycle so that you're confused and you feel crazy. And now they're making you believe that everything is your fault. You're the problem. You're crazy. You're whiny. You're toxic. You are, in fact, the narcissist. The goal is to never change, at least for them. The goal is for you to change, to lose all your senses, to lose all your integrity, to lose all the confidence you have in yourself, to lose your confidence, your reputation, your senses, everything. The goal is for you to go crazy so that you can stay and continue to take the abuse. So if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, or if you're dealing with this right now, I want you to know that you're not crazy. This is how a relationship with a narcissist is. That first encounter is going to be like nothing you've ever felt before. But once you get off that pedestal, you'll never go back. Not only that, for the rest of your life, or for the rest of the time that you're with the narcissist, it'll be a constant, consistent cycle of they're doing good today, so you're happy, but then the next day they cut all of that energy, and now you're back to begging and pleading and crying for normal, simple human decency from the partner or the person who begged you to be in a relationship with them. That is the cycle of a relationship with a narcissist. It's deeper than anybody can ever understand unless they've been through it, and it's sicker than anybody will ever understand, and it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. You are going to get to the point where you completely lose yourself and become a whole completely new person. It doesn't get better. The only person that changes in the relationship with a narcissist is you. The narcissist stays the same. They change for what they want. They'll change to get you to act better. They'll change to get you to not leave. They'll change to get you confused so you think that, oh, okay, he finally heard my cries. He finally sees my pain. He finally understands where I'm coming from. As soon as you start to think that they think that they're getting better, as soon as you start to feel that way, they go right back. And every time they get worse and worse. Their treatments towards you, their abuse gets worse and worse and worse. And your mental state gets worse and worse. So again, I want to remind you, if you're in this situation, you're not crazy. This is what they actually do. This is all by design. They do this to make you crazy. They do this to make you lose yourself. And if you stay long enough, you will lose yourself. So if this is you, please reach out to your friends and family and pastor and whoever you can reach out to really talk some sense into you, because you will lose your mind. You will go crazy unless you have people who really care about you or who really have your interest at heart talking to you and speaking life back into you. The only other person who's going to be doing this for you is the narcissist, and they're not going to speak life into you. They're going to continue to further make you crazy to the point where you lose yourself. So please speak to someone, talk to someone, get some help if you can. Educate yourself on these people and get out as soon as you can. Get out. It's not going to be easy, but it's way better than staying there and enduring this kind of abuse, all right? You have a community on my page. If you want to come here and listen to me yap about the narcissist, you're more than welcome to do that. Follow for more. Follow me on my YouTube channel as well. The link is in my bio. And you can also book a one-on-one coaching call with me. The link is in my bio as well. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
10 of the most disturbing things that a narcissistic abuser does in the course of a relationship. Hi, my name's Lisa Fuller. I was in a 15-year abusive relationship with a narcissist. I'm 7 years narc-free, and now I spread awareness and share my story in hopes I can save one life from this hellish nightmare we call narcissistic abuse. So if you get anything out of this video, follow me. So let's get into it. And let us know in the comments if the narc in your life did any of these things. Number 1, you have to beg them to give you a kiss. You have to beg them to be intimate. You have to beg them to show you affection. After that first 6 months to a year, when the love bombing phase was taking place and they were so incredible and they were so affectionate and they constantly wanted to be with you and by you and intimate with you and kissing you, that all ends once the mask starts to come off. These monsters use intimacy as a weapon. They use it to make you constantly wondering if they're doing something with someone else. And they just use it against you to make you feel bad about yourself, to make you feel unwanted and unloved and unattractive. Number 2, they walk ahead of you, and sometimes behind, but mostly ahead. They do this to make you feel small, insignificant, like you don't matter. And the biggest reason they do this is to appear single. Because narcissists are so vain and so about themselves, they constantly think somebody is looking at them. And they don't want the public to know that they're with anyone, so they want to appear single just to keep their options open. Number 3, they silent treatment you for days and weeks upon end. They'll even do this to their children. It's a form of punishment. It's a way for them to get their narcissistic supply by ignoring you. It's actually been proven that the silent treatment is worse than physical abuse mentally on victims. The silent treatment keeps us constantly wondering what we did wrong, and by the end, we end up begging the narcissist just to talk to us again, and we end up apologizing for something that they did just to stop the horrible treatment of the silent treatment. They also use the silent treatment to make us forget why we were even upset with them or mad at them in the first place. Number 4, they will never compliment you. They will never tell you good job. They will never tell you they appreciate you. They will never show any form of appreciation ever, because that would mean they would be making you feel good. Number 5, they will laugh at you when you cry. These horrible humans that should be put in jail literally are disgusted when you cry. They will never comfort you. They will never care about your feelings or your emotions. Some will even laugh when you cry, and most are just deeply disturbed by you crying, and that's disturbing. Number 6, when you're in pain, when you're just exhausted and tired because you've worked 5,000 hours, or when you're sick and in bed and can't move, they will not pick up the slack. They will not help you with housework. They will not take care of the kids. They'll wait for you to get better for all that to get done. 7, if they're doing something that hurts you and you express to them that they're doing something that hurts your feelings or that is hurting the relationship, not only will they not care, not only will they ignore your requests for them to stop, they'll do it more and even worse and try to hurt you even more than they already have. Normal people in normal relationships, they listen to their partner. They actually take in what somebody's saying when they say something hurts them, and they make an effort to stop doing that. Whereas a narcissist will actually do it more. 8, they will value their relationships with their shallow flying monkeys They will give the shirt off their back to a perfect stranger and treat a perfect stranger better than you and your own children. They care more about the way they look to the public and perfect strangers than they do to their own family. 9, they will ruin every holiday, every birthday, every Christmas, every special occasion, every vacation to make your life a living hell because they can't stand it when it's not completely about them. They will ruin your kids' graduations, kids' birthday parties, doesn't matter. Anytime they can start a fight and create havoc and chaos when it's not all about them, they're going to do it. Essentially making your life a living hell. And number 10, definitely last but not least, these diabolical, disturbing, gross, icky excuses for human beings will smear your name behind the scenes, calling you the crazy one, calling you the abusive one, calling you the narcissistic one, all while cheating on you, lying every second they get, and ruining your lives and your kids' lives behind the scenes. These 10 things are not things that normal human beings do to somebody that they claim they supposedly love. So if you're in a relationship with somebody that does any of these things, you need to really make a decision on whether or not that relationship is worth staying in. And you also need to decide whether you and your children are worth more than that, because no one deserves to be treated the way that a narcissist treats somebody.
One thing I know about this man, and I feel like it's now very constant now with the kind of stories and things I've been hearing and also experiences, is that they make you look like you don't know what you're doing. They make you feel stupid. They act like you're the one that wronged them, whereas they are the ones that did something wrong to you. So they kind of give you that silent treatment and allow you to start thinking about yourself, especially for people that don't know how to deal with someone that gives you silent treatment. I feel like there's some people that once you give them silent treatment, they can adjust. Probably I'll call it they know how to keep grudges, right? Not every human being knows how to keep grudges. Some people have that, they feel like I need to talk to you, we need to talk and all of that. Some people will leave you and not talk to you and be fine. If you're part of them, let me know. So I feel like once they notice the kind of person that you are and they start giving that silent treatment, expecting you to come and meet them and start apologizing for what you did not do wrong. Another thing that's very common nowadays is that they come to apologize to you for the things that they did wrong, telling you that they are going to change. Why do I feel like all men have that? So, because they act like they're going to change, but they're not changing. They don't change. The thing is, you need to master their act of manipulation before you can understand this man, right? If you don't put in your heart, just use your head when they come like that. So one thing they do is they do something wrong and they know it is wrong, but they act like they don't know it's wrong. So you go meet them like what you did is wrong, and they're like, "Oh, I did that. I didn't know it's wrong." Then they apologize. I'm sorry. And you're like, "Okay, it's fine." They do it again. They do it again. Even more or worse. And you're like, I said I don't like this. This is wrong. You start nagging, you start shouting, and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry, you're taking it too deep. So at a point, you stop getting angry and just allow them to do whatever they want to do. The next thing, probably they do that thing again because the thing triggers you a lot. it triggers you again, and they come and tell you, you know what, I'm going to stop doing this thing. I've decided, or I've decided I'm going to change. Once they see that your attitude is changing towards them, and they say that probably they are going to lose you soon, they start switching their attitude and all of that. So they lie that they're going to change, and yeah, but they do not change. What they do is just change for a certain period of time to get you to trust them back. That's what they do. That is what these people do. They change just to give you that, make your brain think that, oh, things are working out well, oh, he's not a changed person. They do exactly the things you want them to do. That's why I tell you, men listen, and men know what they are doing. They know what you want. When people say men are babies, they don't know what men just are, just babe. They're not babies. They know what you want. They know what they are doing. They know what they're doing is wrong. That's why they don't do those things to their fellow men. They only do it to you because they're in a relationship with you. They don't even do it to somebody that they're not in a relationship with. It's because they're in a relationship with you, they will do those things to you. Right? A man that beats his wife or beats his girlfriend will not go outside and beat his male friend. He will never beat his male friend, but he will beat his girlfriend. He'll beat his wife. The ones that beat his wife will never go and beat his side chick, but he will beat his wife. So they know what they are doing, and they are doing it to you because they know that you can take it. So they come and change and be like, oh, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna, I you believe, because the way they come and everything feels so perfect, everything feels so fine, they switch back after they've gotten you to trust them again. It might take 3 months. It depends on the kind of woman you are. It might take 3 months, might take 2 months. They switch again to who they are, and it puts you in that spot that you're like, probably I'm the one that is causing the whole issue. Maybe I should be the one to change. You know, they gaslight you, they manipulate you, and all of that. So I personally feel like almost all men have this narcissist trait, but it's not all of them that actually show it 100. But there are some that isn't them, that they are just narcissists 100. Like, from their behavior, you would know that this person is. But some it's just in them, but they're trying to, they know, but they're trying to like hide it, but it will come out one way or the other, if that makes sense. What other traits was not mentioned in this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. It's your girl Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.